All right, take 48. Cue the music.
Is this light supposed to be behind me?
You would say that the light behind you is called a...
Backlight.
There you go.
Because I am backlit. I'm also front lit.
Depending on who you work with, they might call it a rim light.
I'll give you a
Like
rim
a
light.
job. Classic.
With a mustache like that, I'm sure you're pretty familiar with
Take a ride.
jobs.
Alrighty, welcome to Fitment Industries.
All
All right,
right.
should we actually do an intro?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's Alex from Fitment Industries, and I am with none other than
Corey from Fitment Industries.
Jasper from Fitment Industries.
and we are here to talk about what?
the E30 and
what-
Fitment Industries. 'Cause
Right.
we're all from Fitment Industries.
How many times are you gonna say that?
I don't know. Every time we do a video, we announce we're from Fitment Industries.
Well,
so
yeah,
I figure
because
we'll just
people
really
need to
pound
know,
it into
no,
their
we
head.
need people to know that.
Fitment Industries.
Stop it. What are we doing?
We're talking about the E30, all the things we wish we would have done, could have done, want to do, will do, and have to do.
All right, cool. Jasper, you got the questions?
I got the thing.
All right,
So,
Mr. Mustache.
first one is what?
Why'd you call him Mr. Mustache?
I'm noticing this slightly darker mustache than normal.
Huh.
One would say that it would almost be questioned that it's not a real color. It might be fake.
Like dyed?
Yeah.
Huh.
Jasper?
So what was that first question, Jasper?
All right.
What wheels would you have put on the car? Brand and like size and style and stuff of that nature. Wheels. Let's talk wheels, people. For the E30.
Wait, what'd you say?
Wheels. What wheels would you put on the car?
All right, Corey, what wheels would you put on the car? You started off. Stop looking at his mustache.
So you're gonna
Don't look at me.
sorry. Oh, I would probably not change much. But
You
I would
like,
go
you like the
would
the
go-
Style 5?
I would go BBS RS instead of the RC090 because with the RS you
Oh,
got a
don't
three.
act like they're actually BBSs. They're BMW Style 5.
Okay, still made by BBS, still BBS RC090s. Yes, they are the BMW Style 5, but they're also the BBS RC090. So, back to the original question, Jasper. I would take the BBS RS, slightly wider than that, same color scheme. Actually, a lot wider than that.
Same
I
size?
lied. Yeah, 17s. But like 17 by 9 in the front, 17 by 10 and a half in the rear.
All right, Jasper, what would you pick?
Why you gonna look at me like that? I would probably do a set of OZ turbos. OZ turbos, probably in
Stupid.
Wait, can I change my answer?
no,
I
no,
forgot
no,
about
no,
a
no.
wheel that is
No.
new to the scene.
what?
Ish. That heritage wheel that mimics the bottle cap. Have you seen that? I don't know what it's called, but it's a 3-piece bottle cap, and it is the goddamn sexiest
Okay.
wheel I've ever seen
So
on
I'm
an E30.
gonna change my answer. Why are you sitting
Corey.
on your phone?
Because he wants to show you that.
Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Steve, so good. So good.
Ronald turbos.
Ronald turbos.
Cool.
If
The
you can
ring.
manage to come across.
The heritage ring.
Your time is up.
Heritage ring.
Your story is over. Let it go. Multi-piece. 16s, not 17s.
17.
Yeah. It's an E30. It's
Doesn't
So
need
17,
17s.
16, 15?
15 or 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
B1
the
'cause
next
it's a
question
sedan.
would be function or form. Would you rather go with this car? Function or form?
Form, because the car makes 82 horsepower, so you can't.
You know, I would agree with that. I think with the platform that it's on, I know you can make them quick when you do the engine swaps and you do all that stuff, but like, I think that if you're just doing, you know, like minor upgrades to the motor and things like that, I would rather see form over function on a car like this, just because to me, this is like a car that I would want to just like ball around town in, you know,
Cruise
as
on a
like a
Sunday.
daily or Sunday, or like go get food, stuff like that. You know, this isn't something that I would like want to take to the track and want to pretend to drive super fast or like want to pretend like it's some sort of drag car, because it's not.
Never
Completely.
will be.
And I know a lot of people that do the swaps have terrible reliability issues.
Completely.
So.
True, I did it.
Yeah, I'm definitely form. I mean, in two scenarios of an E30, I would either do a drift car or like a baller ass stance car, because like, especially with this though, because it's a sedan. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't
If
be
it
able
was
to.
a coupe, I think you could be argued to do like the function style and do
Yeah.
like some hard power and do the drift or do like autocross, you know, have the roll cage, do that whole setup. But I think as a sedan,
It's just a
definitely
cruiser.
More of a cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Motor swap or build what's in it. Either one. What would you do?
I have dealt with motor swaps in the past, and I just never always have the best of experiences with motor swaps. I would say I like to modify what would be within it and just kind of get a little bit more sput out of it, but know that it's probably never going to be anything insanely quick.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I know a lot of people swap different motors in these, and it's a pretty common thing, but I mean, that's not why I would build this kind of car. I think that goes back to the previous thing of like form or function. Like if I'm doing something for form, which is what I would do on a sedan version of this, I probably wouldn't want to do a whole motor swap change, this, that, and the other thing. I probably just want to spruce it up and kind of kick it a nickel so that it feels a little bit more responsive, but like not anything crazy. I guess that would be my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking dream build, I would,
here we go.
I believe it's the S54 out of the E46 M3.
Yep, S54.
Yeah. And I'm still sticking with the fact I would go form over function, but I would want the S54 just because then you can do the independent throttle bodies. You have the 46 M3 motor, you have the 6-speed manual behind
It
it.
would look really, really good on the side of the road because it would be broken all the time. You don't even drive this one and you break it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, the S54 is cool.
And you can't talk about motor swapping yours either because we just pulled water out of your engine.
Right. Well, we.
I mean,
He didn't even need to swap it to do that, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think.
He broke the stock version.
I think. I mean, S54 is a good idea because like, with the right performance, that thing sounds like an F1 car. Otherwise, S54s don't sound like the best, I think. But I think I would do an S52, the E36 M3 OBD2 motor.
I did it.
Yeah. I mean,
Was
it's
disappointed.
it's probably the most common swap into an E30, but it's, I don't know, it's one of my favorites. I mean, I'm glad we all agree on a BMW motor though. Like we wouldn't go anywhere else.
I wouldn't.
Like you gotta
I
keep it
probably
OG
wouldn't
kind of
change
deal.
anything, S52 or S54.
Suspension? Would you change anything?
I think you did a good call on the silvers with the spring rates. I mean, it's not the most comfortable to drive in.
How
but
tough
it
is it?
actually does hold.
What's the spring rate?
14K in the rear, 10K in the front.
Which, by the way, silvers told us not to do because
It's not comfortable. But
Yeah.
it works.
they're
I
true.
mean-
I mean, they're right.
We had to ratchet strap the car to the hoist in order to get the springs in, if that tells you anything about how stiff they are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not like, completely, yep, I'm on the same boat.
I still think going back to like how we build the car though.
Whoa! No, I mean, I think static's always the way to, I mean, I'm just like that, but I mean, just with an old car, like coilovers are just like so right.
There's something that's easy with static too though, because I think with like talking to you and talking to Rainey and certain other people, like I guess just in the eyes of it always looking good is always nice.
What about
Like
Lambo
an
doors?
LS3 or something like absolutely not. I would
Lambos in
keep-
the front, suicides
no,
in the back.
I would keep like everything the same, but just change the paint, change the motor, change everything. And then what I would do is I would just drive around and I would just
Everything
mess
the
with
same,
people.
but change everything.
Yeah. But like with the taillights and headlights and things, like I love the body of these cars. I just think it would be really fun. There's always something so much fun about driving around when it worked. A swapped car. Like a swapped car is so much fun. You get
Yeah.
so much attention because like you pull up to anything, right?
Yeah.
And if you
And
heard
the
an
motor's
LS out of a
growling.
BMW, or you're like, wait a minute, that's not right. Or even if you do a turbo LS, which will be just so much fun, and then pair that with manual transmission, just imagine the sort of like havoc you can like
It would be
just
fun.
do. So I would probably make it more of like a fun car and just, it would probably be broken all the time, but it'd be fun.
So are you changing your original answer to function over form?
No, because with this one, I
would
want
be
it to
form.
be form.
But you're
if
like,
I
Oh
could-
yeah, now we're
Yeah, but if
Overall,
I could
ideal.
do
Yeah.
anything, and I just completely threw like realistic deadlines and money out the window, and the fact that I probably would never drive it, that's what I would do. But I want to drive this one, so that's why I'm changing my answers.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
So-
fair.
cool.
Cool.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
overall what we think about the E30 and what our idealness of it would be.
So let us know what you guys think. What would you change or keep about the E30 as we keep going through our weekly episodes? I'm Alex from Fitment Industries. Corey, you're up. Okay, so before what? Okay, so let us know in the comment section what you guys would like to see done to the E30, what you would change, what you would keep, what's your ideal E30, or if you just have an ideal build that you would love to do, we'd love to hear it. If you're interested in wheels, tires, suspension, fitmentindustries.com. Duh.
And we have 0% financing going on right now for those who qualify.
And
You're Jasper from Fitment
I'm
Industries.
Jasper
And
from
he
Fitment
dyed his
Industries.
facial hair. And I'm Alex from Fitment Industries.
And I'm Corey from Fitment Industries.
And we will see you later.
Peace.
That's a really like so kawaii.